Okay, yep, we've gone to puppy heaven. This is incredible. We are at Big Country Raw, and we are showcasing some of the amazing products that they have here. And what do you know? They also have puppies. Okay, I'm being joined by Rory, and I can't get my words out because this cuteness is so overwhelming.
Yeah, and I think that they like the food a lot, so I'm not sure if we're allowed to let them eat this much. I think this is way more food than they usually get.
Like this guy, she's shaking.
I know.
So Geraldine, you're part owner and involved in everything from top to bottom.
Yep, from creating some of the innovation that we're bringing to customers to like starting this company with my husband 12, 13 years ago.
Wow.
So we've seen it grow obviously tremendously. We're a brand that you can find across Canada and every major pet specialty retailer. And our journey kind of started because I was a breeder as well, raised puppies and fed them raw food. And obviously we saw just how they thrived on raw pet food. And the new box that we're launching this spring is our XL Red. So it's a just like a red box. So we call it the red box because it's pork, beef, and lamb. So all red meats, very hearty. Obviously, the puppies love it. And created XL particularly for a value option. So that box sells for $149.99 in store. So we're really making raw feeding very accessible, but also quite affordable in comparison to dry food. Raw food can just be a feeding choice that you use occasionally as a topper. We know more and more that every pet household is looking for ways to just enhance the food choices that they have, and this is just a really great meal that can be fed to all breeds, all sizes. So this is a formulation that's good for puppies to senior dogs. So yeah, and what we do sorry, your tummy is getting like so full here. We've traded out puppies. There's more puppies, so other puppies get to have a meal. Yeah, we're trading out. What about you? Do you want some more? Yum.
Oh my gosh, right in the bowl. Yeah, because raw is certainly, it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like to get your animal involved in it and to learn about it.
There's so many ways that you can easily incorporate this into their meals. For example, we even sell goat milk. So what we usually recommend is just pouring it on top of the raw food. Or
that's what I did with my dog Rocks.
But if you really want to get creative, you can create molds with it. So a little frozen treat. And
so cute.
I don't know. I think this would be like really hard on their tummy if it was really cold for these puppies. But I'm sure that they would love it. So
they would lick it until they could eat it.
And so yeah, you can find the molds wherever wherever our products are sold as well, or you can just make your own. Oh, these puppies are just—they're
going to town right now.
Like I know, I can feel their bellies just like.
I am in heaven.
Yeah,
I'm like, where am I right now? Okay, yeah, and, Big Country Raw.
This is a good idea to slow them down.
Yeah.
So like if they're like doing this and they're just like going in a flash, putting it in a slow feeder, and sometimes what I used to do is I'd even freeze
it,
and then it
would take them, and it would give them more stimulation, right? Yeah. The longer it took to feed them. Okay, we have so much to showcase. We've got chicken, we've got salmon, we've got beef, we've got all the different kinds of food, and of course more with these adorable puppies coming up on Morning Live. Okay, these corgi puppies are just adorable. How many are there?
I think there's 5.
There's 5 of them.
And so but they're all going home. So
I know. I can't take one home with me.
But they are stinking cute.
And they're all staying within the Niagara region.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so the ears, you're probably wondering, what's going on with the ears? Because corgis have little pointy ears. But not until 8 weeks.
Yeah, then they slowly go up. So one at a time.
Oh yes,
you are
ridiculously cute.
What we're going to talk about is shiny coats and how do we get that beautiful shine luster. And I think springtime, there's so much shedding going on. So
much.
One of the ways to kind of really enhance your dog's bowl for taste and for nutrition, but also to get some like amazing health benefits is to add fish oils to your food. And we've been obviously recommending for a very long time herring oil, which is sourced off cold Atlantic coastlines of Canada, and salmon oil sourced from primarily Icelandic regions like Norway and Iceland.
Smart.
We also released last fall a chew, so you don't have to necessarily use an oil. You can have a chew which has concentrated omega-3, omega-6, and this is a really easy treat. I'm sure if I gave this to the puppy, but I don't know if she's going to like that I think she likes it. That's a really easy way to get omegas into your dog's diet if you don't want to go with a liquid. But brand new to our lineup this year, this spring, is ahi flour. So what's really cool about ahi flour is it has lots of omega-3 and omega-6, but it's also not an SDA fatty acid. So Dogs usually can't take fatty acids that come from plants and make them, they need essential EPA, DHA that comes from marine algae.
That makes sense.
This flour has great sources of omega-3 and omega-6, and the SDA makes it convertible for dogs. So this is, if you're looking for a plant-based oil, so say if your dog doesn't like fish or you don't like fish or the smell of fish, this is a great plant-based option. If you wanted a more sustainable option than something that's sourced from our oceans, this is an excellent option. And you might be thinking, well, look at the size of the, but it's only you only need a quarter of this versus 1 teaspoon of this. So the feeding portions are like a quarter of the amount. So from a cost per serving perspective, this is actually very comparable to feeding a fish oil. So we're really excited to see this launch this spring, and I think that pet owners are going to really like the option. And what we say about everything is variety is key here. So I'm not saying that this is the best and only one you should do. I think you should use them all and in rotation with each other. So I'll just pour it out because I think it's got like, you can kind of just see what the oil looks like from a, there's actually a seal on there. So sorry about that, folks. We're going to have to, hold on, I'll try it that way. It's like just a really nice, clean-looking oil, and it's all refined and made here in Canada.
And you know what?
So great Canadian product.
Actually smell really good.
Oh yeah, she likes it.
Oh yeah. Now that I've broken it up and it's not so intimidating. Oh, don't bite my finger. Bite the treat.
All the treats today.
She's like, oh yeah, I know these puppies are going to be pooping like crazy. Sorry, guys. Okay, coming up, so much more from Big Country Raw, the adorable Corgi puppies. Yes, they are all adopted, but we'll talk a little bit about your breeding program as well that you guys have.
Yeah, well, it's kind of how it got started. I don't actually do too much of that anymore. My sister does, but yeah, I'd love to talk to you about puppies and
oh, how awesome they are. Oh my goodness, yet another Corgi puppy, but this time the food isn't raw, this is gently cooked. And this is a brand that comes from the Big Raw company, right? Am I right?
So like
Big Country.
So Big Country Raw started, my husband and I actually started that together. Obviously we were breeding dogs, and that's got us into looking at alternative feeding choices for our pets, and one of them was raw pet food. We really saw the benefits of feeding raw. And in our journey as well, we also adopted a dog that didn't like raw food. And I was like, you
wait a second.
Love raw food. And we talked about it in one of our other segments. And needless to say, we created this brand, Caravan, about 2 years ago. And we make a gently cooked pet food, but it's as close to raw as you could possibly make a gently cooked food. So no fillers, all quality ingredients, primarily meat. And it's gently cooked, so we don't cook it at high temperatures. And then it's actually kettle cooked. And then it's pushed into the same packaging that you find our raw pet food. So it's packaged very similarly. And we recommend this option for fussy dogs, senior dogs, puppies in particular. So any dog could enjoy it. You could feed it as a topper. You could feed it as a whole and complete meal. And some of the benefits of choosing a gently cooked product versus a raw product could just be like ick factor, or if you've got immunocompromised people in your home that can't that you're worried about. And some dogs just really enjoy the variety. So we say that can be fed with raw food or alongside or even in rotation. And obviously this puppy
really good.
Yeah, there's like a spice mix that we add to that to make it very palatable.
Like,
and it smells like home cooked food.
It does.
And it's so popular that this spring we actually introduced it in a bulk pack, in a 6-pound pack. So now you can find it. We used to sell it individually in a 1-pound.
Yes, I remember these. I've had a couple of these. I've tried them with my dog, and my dog unfortunately has IBS, so it's like it's a nightmare.
But now you can buy it in a 6-pound pack, and we're actually a sponsor this weekend at the Canadian Pet Expo.
Oh, that's great.
Which is the International Center on Airport Road. And we're going to have samples there. So if you're visiting the show, come see us, and we'll have samples, and you can take some to try home with your dog.
Okay, amazing. Now, just quickly here, you guys also do a breeding program. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's not a breeding program. It's kind of what we started in breeding dogs. Obviously, it was a passion and hobby of myself. These puppies actually belong to my sister. She's carried on the tradition, and she's breeding puppies as well. So there's no breeding program particularly that is our breeding program, but obviously as a breeder, and that's how we started this company, and a passion of mine and animal lovers for our lifetime. Seeing puppies enjoy this food and know that, and that's one of the reasons why you'll find all of our recipes, regardless of where you look, as all life stages. We believe that this food should be created for both adults, senior, and puppies. Okay. So you can always be confident that if you're looking at our food, it's really good for your puppy.
And it can outlast their entire lifespan, which is
amazing. Yep.
Okay. Coming up, we're going to touch on cats, because it's not just dogs that they focus on. That's amazing. Lots more coming up on Morning Live. So much more cuteness. Don't go anywhere. Well, it's not just puppy food that they have here. They also have cat food. Take us down that journey.
Yes, so obviously raw dog food is very popular, but cats, can't ignore the cats.
Yeah.
And cats are actually obligate carnivores, so they actually need a raw food diet, actually, even more than dogs do. Dogs are obligate carnivores, so they thrive on a raw pet food diet. And we created Fair Game, which is our line of cat food. We think that cat food should be very specific to cats. So although you could probably feed this to your dog as well, it is formulated.
Your dog will eat it if it sees it.
Yeah, that's right. It is formulated for cats. So higher percentage of meat, higher percentage of organ meat, a little less bone, and obviously contains all the essential amino acids and nutrients that cats need and thrive on. We just recently launched a bulk pack, so that tells you just how successful it is.
Oh, wow.
So this is our newest bulk box for cats, and 10 pounds, and our most popular recipes in there. Our cat recipes are just packaged a little bit smaller, so it's a half-pound portion, so a little smaller pack, but same packaging that you would see with our dog food as well.
How many meals would you get out of that?
So for most cats range around say 10 pounds, so this would be enough food for 3 days for a 10-pound cat.
Okay.
So very economical feeding choice, and actually cats really actually probably eat on a percentage-wise maybe a little bit more. So depending on how active your cat is, they might need a little bit more than that. My cat's an outdoor cat, an indoor cat, and I don't know if she's ever not hungry, so that might just be cats in general.
I think that's just cats in general.
But I really want to show you another kind of, so quail eggs, awesome for cats, awesome for Easter. So
no way.
If you thought about something fun to do, you could freeze these, well, they come frozen to you, and then you could hide them in your yard or in your house, and they could play with them, but they could do an Easter egg hunt.
Oh, that's adorable.
I think our social page might even be talking about dyeing quail eggs, so you can make them colorful.
That's cute.
But I want to show you this, because what we usually do is if we, you can pop it open, and this little cutter, I'm not sure where you can get it, but
it's so smart.
Look at that. And it's a beautiful addition to your dog or cat's dish.
Talk about bougie dining.
Yeah. So, and quail eggs can go on any type of food. So if you're not feeding raw, you could add quail eggs to your kibble or to your canned food. You're gently cooked, obviously, as well. And these are actually grown right here in very close to Spring Creek Quail.
Really?
Just over in St. Anne's. And so you're supporting local and local grown and sustainably grown quail and quail eggs. So great for your pets. And I think this guy would probably love
He's like, let me have it. Well, his stomach is going, I can hear it and feel it. You've had enough to eat, I think, my friend.
No more food. No more food.
No more food for you. Now, where can people buy your stuff?
So, like I said, anywhere you find pet food sold. We're pretty much in every pet specialty retailer coast to coast, but Ren's Pet Depot, Pet Value, of course, your Global Pet Foods, your independent pet specialty retailers, you're going to be able to find Big Country Raw. And then if you're looking for your cat, look specifically for Fair Game, because that's our cat line.
It's amazing. You guys do such wonderful things here. These dogs have been absolutely adorable. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for
You'll
coming
be
in.
at the Pet Expo this weekend in Mississauga at the International Center. Come by, say hi.
Yep.
Get a treat.
Hey.
Oh,
I think you're getting tired. I think their tummies are full.
Yeah. We'll have all this information on our website as well at chch.com.